Hello and welcome to furryearsworld, where we are back on the jolly old Sky Factory thing. And when we were last here, we were working towards getting some armor, getting some flight capabilities. We got flight capabilities now. We got this thing. I've changed the mode so it's on permanently when I'm in the air. It's on permanently because I hover. So we can get up here now. We can dick around. It's a bit noisy. And then if we just walk off the edge, it should be in hover mode. I think it is actually in hover mode. But it burns through fuel ferociously. It sounds like you take damage when you land, but you don't actually, so that's good. But it's, like I say, it's gone through 55% of its fuel. It's constantly kicking in. Apparently being over by the mob farm made it go quiet, so that's a good thing. But we can upgrade this. We can make this better. We can make it functional, improve. So, let's have a look at the jetpacks again. Jetpack, there we go. We want to go up to the next tier, which is the hardened jetpack. So we need the lead stones, we need a hardened flux capacitor, which is a bit more pricey. Is that a leadstone flux capacitor in the middle of the hardened jetpack? Good lord, it is. Okay. That's going to be awkward. Where are you? There you are, hardened jetpack. So we want that thing. That thing. So we'll grab that. Then we want... This keeps moving, which is really annoying. That. Which is that. Invar, tin. Okay. So we've got that. Nicely done. And then we want these things. So that's a tinker alloy gear, which is like a bronze thing. I don't know how much of that we've actually got. Bronze ingot. How do you make bronze? Is that the only option you're giving me here? That can't be the only option you're giving me here. There has to be another option on bronze. There has to be Tinker's alloy bronze. Tinker's alloy. Tinker's alloy blend, which is made with, so it's 3:1 copper, and I would imagine if we put 3:1 copper in an induction smelter, let's test that. CO, we'll have 1, 2, 3 copper, and we will have tin. Tin's a bit of a rare commodity. Let's try that 3:1 in an alloy smelter and see what we get. If we do, we'll make another alloy smelter that does this sort of shenanigans up here. So we will pop him and him in there. We're getting something. We are getting 4 Tinker's alloy ingots. Excellent. So we will need another alloy smelter to make our Tinker's alloy ingots. And then we will set the thing to do the job, which is what we can do fairly easily. So let's make another alloy smelter. No. Induction smelter. Induction smelter. That's the one we want. That's the fella. So we want a machine frame, which is gonna be one of them. Bosh. Yeah, we can't do that. FR. We've got the recipe anyway. I don't know why. We were just prattling around. There we go. Got that. We need Invar gears. 1, 2 Invar gears. Nice. Redstone reception coil. Grab one of them. And I think it's a bucket, isn't it? Grab one of them. Then we should be able to just grab an induction smelter out of there with an interface, INTER interface. Give me one of them. Nicely done. And we also want an import bus. Import. There's a P missing there. We've got an import bus. We've got a handy import bus handy. So we want some CABLE, some of that stuff. And we want a hardened HARD. We've got 16 of them. We might as well take one. Okay, that'll do. That should be able to set us up what we need. We need a recipe for it though, don't we? So if I get copper, COPPER, and I get me some tin, TIN. There we go. Nice. Go in here. We want to do a 1, 2, 3 of them. 1 of them. Makes me alloy. 4 of them. That works. There we go. Recipe. Sweet. Let's just head on downstairs and put this together. See, we're still flying. We fly all the time. It's just constant flight. So we want this machine in here. 1, 2. Yeah, this should max out this line, actually. So we want inputs. Input that side. Nothing on the top. Nothing on the bottom. Nothing on the side. And orange there. So we want this thing modified on there. And then this thing unmodified on there. And this thing will need some power, because that's the way these things work. Like that. That should charge up nicely. It is. Then on this side, we can pop in the recipe that we want. And then we can go upstairs and order up as many Tinker's Alloy ingots as we feel appropriate. And I'm feeling, you know, frisky, so T-I-N-K. We'll take 4 of them out. We've got a crafting recipe for it now. We're going to go for 40 of them. Don't know why. 40 seems like a right number, but it's what we're doing. That number should now... Yeah, it's going up. Perfect. Well, you can have that and that back. Excellent. So we've got those in there now. So we can go back to jetpacks. Jetpack. Nicely. And we want this one, don't we? Boop. We're working on these. So we need this gear thing in the middle. That's kind of where we're heading. We're heading to Gearville. So we want to change that to crafting, and we want 1, 2 of them. Pop them in there. Nicely done. And then to make this, we need blocks of redstone. Holy cow. And reactant dynamos. How many blocks of redstone have we actually got? We should have a few in there, actually. Holy cow. Need a lot of bronze for these bad boys. Get me 5 of them. And these are expensive little toys. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gears. I'm guessing again. So we should now be able to make 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. No, we can only make 3 of them. Well, that's a little irksome. What are we missing? I bet you it's the gears. I'll bet you it's the gears we're missing. I'll put money on it. So we'll grab a couple more of them. That's probably burned through all that alloy goo we made. We want that, that, that. There we go. We've got 1 more. That's all we needed. That was all we actually needed. So have we got everything we need there now? No, we haven't made these, have we? So we need a few more of those pumps, because why not? And then we need reception coils. Sure, why not? Sure, whyly not? And then we should be able to just say, make me that. Why? Are we out of gears? Really? That seems crazy. That seems cray-cray. I don't know about you, but that does seem actually cray-cray that we're out of those. Hello, that's not what I wanted you to do. We out of Tinker's Alloy. T-I-N-K. We are, you know. Go nuts. Go nuts. Make me 100 of those bad boys. Yeah, they're coming in. They are coming in thick and fast now. Well, they're coming in thick and slow, actually. Prohibitively. So we need 2, at least, of these gears. 1, 2. Okay, that works. So now we should be able to go bosh, bosh, 1, 2. Cool. Excellent. That's gone heroically well. So now we need to take the thing off our back, which is now sort of like 50% charged. Pop it in there. Go up here and bish bash bosh. We got the tier 2. Perfect. Then the next one up is the reinforced jetpack, which is made, this is going to hurt me, I know, with signalum ingots and magmatic dynamos. Well, I think we've got a couple of spare magmatic dynamos anyway. So it's electrum and signalum. How do you make signalum? Signalum blend is copper, tin and destabilized redstone. That's going to be a pain in the neck to auto-craft. That is actually physically going to be a complete pain in the neck. Oops, the daisy, that's the wrong thing to click. To auto-craft. No, we know how to make them. They're not an issue. No, none of that's an issue. Electrum we can do. It's this stuff that is going to be the problem. Unless... let me just check. Do we have a signalum horse? Cow. Yeah, they're cows, furry. They are actually cows. You are energized glowstone. You're molten shiny. You're molten signalum. Well, you'll do. Whoop. Nice. Now, how many ingots do you get for 1 bucket of signalum? There's the question. I don't know what this is set to cast. Let's have a quick look and see what this is actually set to cast. I think it's set to cast the jewel, the gem cast. Yes, it is. Okay, so that can go in there, and we could do with the ingot cast. And we could do with a tank, actually. Have we got a tank in here? Certus Quartz tank, extra utilities. Why is that craftable? No idea. Tank. I need a tank, please. I need something I can easily click on. That's important. I need one of these. Portable tank. So I want to clear that out. Put that in there. Bosh. Tank. Nice. And we need the mould off here. Like that. So now we've got a bucket of molten signalum. I mean, that signalum cow is going to save us a bit of time and effort here. We don't need 4 signalum ingots. Eventually we'll have to come up with a better way of making it. Because the cow probably isn't the ideal solution. Probably. Might be doing the cow a disservice. I don't know. Could I have some wood? Could I have some... Thank you. You little cherub. I need the wood. I need to place tank on there. And then that needs to be an output, which will need to be the crescent hammer, I believe. There we go, like that. And then we can just put the mould there. And then we should just be able to put that in there. And then that should pour an ingot of molten signalum. Ooh, we're going to get more than one out of that. How many are we going to get? Good Lord above. No clue. No clue how we're going to get out of that. You can have half that wood back. There we go. We got 5 signalum ingots out of that. Out of a bucket. 6. Are you still pouring? Huh? 6 signalum ingots. Well, there you go, you see. That's a thing. That's a doozy thing. So you can have signalum ingots in there. So the next tier of jetpack-age is this one, where we had these signalum ingots. So we need invar gears, magmatic dynamos. So we're going to need what, 5? Let's make some invar. Invar. Take those 4 out, and we will craft another 100. That's what I want to do. I want to craft 100 Invar. That's going to take a wee while. Electrum is coming into this as well. We've got 30 Electrum. Do we not have a crafting recipe for Electrum? We must do. Yeah, we do. Craft me 50 Electrum. It's never going to be as expensive as... Well, it's never going to be as required as Invar, but you never know. Invar. We're up to 34 Invar already. Holy cow, that went quick. So, we can look at maybe doing some of this stuff. I don't know how many magmatic dynamos we've got. Invar gears. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. That means 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, that's not working, is it? There we go. 6. 7, 8. 8 Invar gears. I'm being greedy. I'm being particularly greedy there. So we should, theoretically, redstone transmission coils. We'll need some of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, please. And we will need 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. That's used up all our gears. How the hell did that happen? How the hell did that actually happen? Don't do that again. It's annoying. So we need redstone reception coil. Beep, 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 beep. 4 of them. And we need the pneumatic servo job. Beep, 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 beep. Always have plenty of them lying around. It's never going to hurt. It's never not going to hurt. Let me guess, we're out of Invar gears again. Damn it. So we want that recipe. Drag that in. Then we want this thing. Drag that in. 2 of them. Nice. So we've got the core of that product made. We need 1 of them, which means 1 of them, which means 1 of them. 1 of them, which means 1 of them, which means 1 of them, which means we can make that if we had 1 of those. There we go. Nicely done. Let's get that charged. Let's see how much power this bad boy holds. I mean, the upward sort of like improvement in these things is astronomical. So that is really struggling with power input. That is really, 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 really wrecking it for power input. We could do probably with another power takeoff on the reactor. Let's do that. Let's do that thing. Reactor power tap. Oh, no crafting CPUs available. There's none crafting CPUs available. That one is doing something, and that one is doing something. So why have we got no crafting CPUs available? Reactor bop. Oh, there we go. We got it. Don't know quite why that was being strange, but it was. So if we come around here, we break that. Pop that reactor power tap in there, and then put the torches back. Are we not clear on F7? Good lord, we're not clear on F7. Holy cow, we're really not clear. Oh, do you like my reactor feeds as well? I got them working. The reactor done turning on and off, and they say it's a bit glitchy over here. Things are a bit broken actually. It's working. That's all we need to know about. So that's fully charged now. Nearly fully charged. So if we pick up this block from there, where it's not getting anywhere near enough power, and we shove it on there, and we pop that in there, instant charging. So that will really hurt the reactor. That will scare the reactor. Let's see how this bad boy works. We're in hover mode. Oh, that works better. That works much better. I'm liking that. Loads of jetpack fuel, 99%. We can fly around all over the shop. Is he still here? Look. Look, he's still here. Don't know why. Well, I think we're sorted then. This'll certainly find us some sort of nether fortress. But we can fly, dudes. We can fly. We could whiz down and see what is actually down here. Only we are kind of in hover mode. So if I do that, we drop like a stone. I think that's a grave down there. I don't want to go too low, because I will die if I go down to that point. Yeah, it is a grave. But hey, we've got flight. We are flight capable. I don't think we're going to be able to go past this jetpack tier anytime soon. Back into hover mode. Nice. Smooth landing. Slick. So what have we got for the next tier of jetpack? It's the Resonant. Which is going to be an Electrum gear. Innovation engines, which is all Electrum. Which is fine. That's no problem. Inderium stuff might be a bit of a snag. Pyrotheum dust could be. Coal powder. Sulfur. Redstone. I'm not sure how much sulfur we've got. I don't actually know how much sulfur we've got. It's a little bit awkward, you know, with the jetpack on. How much sulfur have we got? SUL2. How do you get sulfur? How are you getting sulfur? How did I get that sulfur? That's a big question. Derium, boop, 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 boop. There is sulfur seeds. I don't think I was pulverizing anything to make sulfur. Maybe something. Okay, so, but I think now, isn't it? So, from furryearsworld for now, we're going to go with ta-ta!